Okay, very recently, footage was leaked from a 2021 scrimmage where the Nigerian national basketball team played the Australian national basketball team, and this was where Australian and WNBA star Liz Cambage was accused of calling the Nigerian players monkeys and telling them to go back to their third world country. Just horrible racist stuff. But I'm just going to jump into the scrimmage now and talk more about the specific comments and accusations later. Liz was struggling early in the scrimmage, had a few turnovers, which might have contributed to her getting frustrated quickly. Doesn't even really try to run back on defense. She really wasn't trying that much at all at the beginning. This is a hilarious defensive possession here. This is probably the most effort she puts in the whole possession, preventing that pass by sticking her arm out. Then she lazily loses her player and point switches, stays in the paint, then is not guarding anybody for the second half of the possession. Probably a 3-second violation. And then this is really funny, even though she is probably right. That should have been a shot clock violation. And here's the first signs that she's getting annoyed. Just a small leg tangle. I don't know if that really frustrated her that much. And then tiny bit of physicality. But now she's actually engaged running back on defense. Here's the first actual heated moment. Little one arm hug. Then Liz starts getting real physical, grabbing, pushing, the most effort she's put in all game. And then she whips out this, ooh, boom, forearm right to the jaw, pretending like she didn't do anything. 52 saw it happen, so both her and 25 kind of push Liz. Doesn't really move her at all. I'm pretty sure number 25 says, "Do that shit again, I'ma fuck your ass up." I'm not exactly sure. And then Liz calls her a sweaty ass bitch, which is like, okay, I guess. Not really an insult for two people playing basketball. Why y'all play so damn mad is confusing to me. I think she means why are y'all pretending like you're mad? But they could be mad and still not want to fight you because you're much bigger than them. And this entire time Liz just keeps instigating them. I don't know if that means I'm not doing the dirty shit they're accusing me of, or it feels like she's accusing them of being dirty. I'm not doing this dirty shit with y'all. And it's what? And then her coach is essentially just hey, calm down. Then after the scuffle, she starts to get active, actually trying on defense, hustling, clapping, getting into the game. Here she's gonna actually fight for a rebound, and I don't know, is that a mini swing at number 9 who is fighting with her for the rebound? Then back at the other end, number 9 stuffs her for a second and then fouls. On the following inbound, you can see that some other people that are getting into this game are the entire Nigerian team. Good double team from the lady in the headband, steals it from Liz, and they get an open layup at the other end. Then Liz pulls out the classic wilting if she feels any type of contact. And I guess because she's already frustrated, that little hand to the back and this little resistance from number 9 gets her to do this. And I gotta tell you, as someone who has been slapped several times by the same person in the same game going up for layups, there's nothing more annoying than a dirty ass player who can do it slick so that nobody notices. Then Liz asks the Nigerian bench, which is just crazy to say after you hit someone in the face, especially when her first swing happened after she got annoyed by contact. Then number 9's heard enough of it. You want to talk about contact? Boom! Damn. Let's see this in slow-mo, then I'll go player by player. Jumps with all of her momentum, but Liz sees it at the last moment and ducks away. If that punch had really landed, I mean, that could have knocked her out, for sure. And then the team captain, Ohay's like, oh my god, what's happening? And then the first Nigerian to react to it is 25, who sprints over after the hit, trying to hold back number 9. She got hit by Liz in the face earlier in the game, so she understands why 9 is so pissed. And number 9 looks still like she's hurt in the face, still holding her face. Getting hit in the nose just really hurts. Okay, now we're watching this woman, and she really could not give a fuck. Kind of strolls over. Neither does this lady. I don't know if she's just fixing her hair or being like, what the fuck is going on? The only Australian that really comes to Liz's defense is number 5 with the vicious push. I mean, if a team's reaction after one of their own players gets punched is one of resounding disinterest or indifference, there's something seriously wrong with her relationship with the team. And then this lady on the Nigerian team sees her running over and then misses it because she gets a ball passed to her right when the punch happens. And then she turns around and is like, what is going on? Alright, now let's watch this whole thing with dialogue. Gets it in, held back by the coach, then Liz says, the sequel to Sweaty Ass Bitch. Equally dumb for the same reason. And then 25 says, and I mean, she's just right. She's just correct. She hit 2 opponents in the face for basically no reason. Yes, they got the punch on film, but they also got the whole scrimmage on film. And don't get me wrong, you were slick, but I feel like these were obviously on purpose. Then Liz calls them. And I'm gonna let y'all just hear the full audio for this after Ohei comes in begging, like a substitute teacher that's completely lost control of a class. So that's her first obvious racially charged comment. There's an argument to be made that her comments about them being sweaty and musty are also racially charged because that's a weapon white supremacist narratives have used to demean and dehumanize black people for centuries. Which, when you think about it, it's just as illogical as Liz's insults. Because what's more human than having body odor and being sweaty? Anyway, so all of the Australian team's attempts to calm down Liz have only seemed to irritate her more, so Liz continues to talk shit just loud enough for the Nigerians to potentially hear her. And this moment here is gonna fully expose the relationship she has with her team. Please stop. Wow. I mean, this is just so unlike any reaction I've seen a team have to one of their own players getting punched. Even if they were annoyed with Liz for continuing to instigate or saying we gotta stop playing in the ghetto, it still doesn't fully make sense to me why none of them really seem to be mad for her. Unless they've seen these behaviors from her before or there are any pre-existing team tensions between her and basically everyone. Hey, get that to me ASAP. Okay, so there are cuts in the footage, so it is possible that, I don't know, an Australian staff member cut out the alleged moments where she calls the Nigerian players monkeys and tells them to go back to their country. And there are plenty of moments where Liz is talking and you just can't understand what she's saying. But she doesn't really say anything else to the Nigerians for the rest of the footage. I think the reason this scrimmage footage was leaked in the first place was because Liz went on an interview recently and denied all of the allegations again.
I don't really lean towards racially, backed, insults. That's not how I go. I'm very pro-black.
Then Nigerian player Promise Amukamara quote tweeted that interview saying, "I'm sorry, but this is false. She called us monkeys and told us to go back to our country. Yes, she said that." One of the Nigerian players said that Liz had basically the whole Nigerian team's respect as she was half Nigerian, and before the scrimmage, Liz came up and talked to the team and told them she wished she was playing for them instead, and complained about racism she was facing on the Australian team and just heavily complimenting the Nigerians. This explains why the Nigerian player felt like her racist comments were just Liz's attempt to cut as deep as possible. Australian basketball did an investigation into this incident, but essentially all they released about it was a very cryptic statement that was essentially like, she did things that we don't want Australian basketball people doing. Yeah, that's what we figured out. A couple of the Australian players posted on Instagram that they were like sweeping it under the rug essentially. But based on everything I'm reading and seeing, it seems pretty likely that she said some pretty bad racist stuff, and most likely that she told the Nigerian players to go back to their third world country, which is obviously terrible.
But I've had it confirmed from a few sources. Is it correct that they were playing Nigeria and Liz Cambage had her feathers ruffled and she turned to them and said, go back to your third world country? And as a result, there was a brawl that erupted, and since then, you haven't spoken to her?
That is all 100% correct.
Liz did apologize to the Nigerians the next day, but several of the Nigerians felt it was insincere. But yeah, it took a really long time researching, making this video, so if y'all could leave a like, that would mean a lot. Also, it just means a lot already that you've made it to this point in the video, so like genuinely, thank you. And have a good day.